Dr. Vanita Rattan. I'm a doctor, but also a cosmetic formulator specifically for skin of color. And today we have an amazing video for you. Got the beautiful Anushka, who is all things Bollywood.
Yes, your Bollywood BFF.
I know. And she told me, Vanita, we need to do this video.
Have to. I think this is probably one of my most requested videos.
Yeah.
And when I saw it, I immediately thought of you. I was like, I wonder what Dr. V is going to think of DEEPIKA showing Shah Rukh Khan how to do skincare. Oh my god, I loved it.
It's so funny. I actually, I'm sure all of us know Shah Rukh Khan. I don't know anyone in the world that doesn't know this man, but literally my whole ideology of who I was going to marry was based on Dilwale Dulhaniya Le Jayenge.
Can we just say thanks Shah Rukh Khan for giving us the most unrealistic expectations of what
a man
should do.
Look at how you find them.
Yeah.
So literally, you know, remember that scene where he's doing the rugby and he's jumping over and his hair's flicking everywhere and he's really passionate. And I remember thinking, I'm gonna find my husband at university, like playing sports, kabaddi or something, like really just like that. And actually, I did. So became my boyfriend.
Oh,
my
thanks, Shara. You did it. Well done.
Honestly, I remember my husband was kicking this ball over his head, and he was like, running past all these other guys, and I was like, I think this is how it's supposed to be.
And then we had
oh my goodness. So today is a good one.
Oh, I love it. I can't wait.
Yeah. So, and we love DEEPIKA as well. She's just
we do.
The sweetest woman. I love that she talks about mental health. She's so open about things that often the South Asian community is not so open about. We don't talk about it as much. Yeah. And we have our own unique set of issues and problems through generational trauma that do get filtered down. But I think we're learning to talk about it more. But so it's wonderful. So just starting off with a disclaimer, I'm in love with both of them, but I'm going to try and be as independently thinking as possible. I'm going to go through the science and tell you whether or not this is a good skincare routine, things that they can maybe improve upon on the next iteration. I'm a big fan of improving. Just because you made one product doesn't mean that you don't keep improving. So every product I've ever made for Skincare by Dr. V, you guys all give me feedback, usually on Instagram. You'll say, you say it in a very nice way. You say, I like these things, but I really don't like these things. Make this bottle bigger. Yeah. I want this thing to be thicker or whatever you ask me to do. And I tend to improve on the next iteration. So hopefully this will be good, positive feedback. And we can all be friends at the end of this.
Yes, we are.
We love you.
All friends.
We love you,
DEEPIKA. We love you, Shah Rukh. We're not. No, this video is not intended to hurt any feelings. Disclaimer again, please.
But anyway, without further ado, let's dive right in.
Going for promotions for Patara.
Hi everyone, this is DEEPIKA PADUKONE and today you are getting ready with me. The very first media interaction that we're doing for Pathan.
I also want to be ready with you.
So, the first step in any skincare routine is a cleanser. Okay?
Can I make it correct you here?
Yeah.
This is going to be the first step for anyone who's going to use DEEPIKA's products. Okay, you have to look at yourself first. Early in the morning when your hair is standing.
He's got so much hair.
Yeah, he has.
And then start.
This man's in his 50s.
Exactly.
Let's start with Lotus Splash.
Okay.
This is our cleanser. You know how to use a cleanser? So you take like a couple of pumps.
So let's talk about Lotus Splash. So Lotus Splash, I've actually written out the inky list for Lotus Splash. So this product costs £12, so it's actually a decent price point. It does contain gentle surfactants, but it contains fragrance and no other actives. Plus it's got citrus lemon fruit extract, which can be an irritant. So I'm not a massive fan of this product. I'm sure it smells great, and often when you put on any kind of skincare and it smells good, people think it's doing something good. You think you're doing self-care, but actually fragrance is a number one cause of contact dermatitis. It leads to irritation, inflammation in 3 to 4% of the population, and if you have skin of color, that can lead to damaged skin barrier, redness, and hyperpigmentation. It's just something that we should avoid. The other thing to note is with skin of color, we have larger melanocytes than Caucasian skin. They're easier to trigger, and so I always say 1 scratch, 1 bite, or 1 burn, and we hyperpigment. We cannot afford to irritate our skin. So with that, let's move on to Lotus Splash.
Yes.
Well,
Okay, you
but
wash
then
your
I put
face
it in my eyes and it's not working.
See?
Yeah.
I didn't say that. He said it.
Good.
How's your skin feeling?
Oh, I love it. They're patting.
Yes,
They're not scrubbing.
yes.
Brilliant.
Cool, cool. Freshy, freshy.
Freshy, freshy.
Freshy, freshy. I'm telling you honestly, it's feeling freshy, freshy. Like
I
that.
love it.
And then you hydrate, all of that, right?
Hydrate,
You know
hydrate.
that
Tell me
hydration
about
and drinking lots of water
It's good for you.
is good for you.
Can we just pause
Yeah.
there?
You can
So the reason why she did
tell me.
is because he has a lot of coffee. So it obviously sounds like he does not drink
alcohol.
it.
Yeah. Okay.
He loves his coffee. Any Shah Rukh Khan fan will know Shah Rukh loves his coffee.
I didn't know that.
Also, fun fact here,
Yeah.
I've done a film with Shah Rukh Khan.
Ooh, which one?
Fan. I don't know if you've seen it. In
Yeah.
2016.
You were in it.
Yeah, I was
Ooh.
in it. Yeah.
Oh, I'm with a celeb. Oh my goodness, tell me more.
I'll give you my autograph afterwards. But I remember being on set, and in fact, a lot of times I've interviewed Shah Rukh Khan, he will always have his coffee mug with him.
Wow.
Like, regardless of like what is going on,
Yeah.
he has to have his coffee.
Okay, so let's talk about coffee. Coffee is actually very good for you because of the polyphenols. So polyphenols are a fantastic antioxidant. It's the reason why we also recommend green tea, and even better than green tea is white tea. So antioxidants are a wonderful way from inside to tackle free radicals that are generated, which leads to premature aging and inflammation of the body. So actually drinking antioxidants are brilliant. Eating blueberries, brilliant, or anything with very intense color. So beetroot, for example, is also a great antioxidant.
I feel so proud. I have a bowl of blueberries and
Do you?
strawberries every morning. Like, full.
Amazing.
Yes, so
I
full
love
of it.
that.
Yeah, so
This
I
is
feel really proud.
Good,
Got to be
absolutely.
approved.
Definitely, and I really like the trick where you pop the blueberries into the fridge, in the
Yeah,
freezer,
yes.
and you just eat them
yes.
just then you get that burst of freshness as well.
Yeah, good for summer.
Yeah, right. Move on. You've had enough of us. Let's watch Shah Rukh.
You can have water, mix it with things that you like, but as long as it's lots of water.
Coffee.
What's this one? I'm going to pronounce this one.
After a cleanser, now this is special because the Gotu Kola Dew,
Gotu
which is a
Kola.
toner
Gotu
serum, is
Kola,
what
Gotu
we're
Kola.
launching
Gotu Kola.
today. This,
Saying minimizes
Go
pores.
to Cola Dew.
correct.
Okay. What does go to Cola mean?
Gotu Kola is a herb, basically an amazing antioxidant.
Very good. I like the antioxidant.
It basically helps your skin feel nourished and moisturized, like an intense hydration. Take 2 pumps.
Okay, let me tell you if this is true or not.
Have you heard of Gotu Kola?
So
Like,
I've written
what is this?
the Inky list of
Okay.
Gotu Kola, so let's go
see.
through it. First of all, it's £24. It's actually a very expensive price point, and for that I'm expecting a lot.
Yeah.
In here they have the 5th ingredient is niacinamide. So if you look at the Inky list, the ingredients list, it's in descending order. Ingredient being niacinamide puts it at approximately 2%, which is good. It's within the percentage range you would want. Then you've got glycerin, which is hydrating, which is what I also love. But considering this is meant to be a serum, there's the key actives that I would look for would be vitamin A, vitamin C, would peptides and ceramides, but there's none of that in this. Plus, if she's looking at this Gotu Kola for its antioxidant properties, I would expect the packaging to be in an airless pump, because otherwise the ingredient is being oxidized when it's next to oxygen.
So is this in a...
No.
Oh, it's not.
It's
in a
just
pump.
not in an
Okay.
airless pump, so the packaging's even wrong. So those benefits that you would have gotten from the antioxidant, you don't even know how effective it is by the time you're putting it on your face.
Right.
So I'm not a fan of that either. Sorry.
I like the fact you have to use such less.
Yeah.
Just dab it like that.
Go back. Your daughter will be very proud.
Very proud.
Go back
I've
home.
never dabbed like this. This is new.
This is so gentle. He's so gentle.
I do.
Yeah. My dad's the same. He like slaps his face with the skincare. What are you doing? Why are you so violent? Are you right there?
That's it. And then you use a moisturizer.
Ashwagandha bounce. Okay, let's talk
For
about
me,
this.
with the nail fluid.
Did you say dark marks as well? Perhaps dark
I
marks.
missed that. Let's should we just rewind
Same way?
that again?
Yeah. And finally, which, my friend,
Okay, so this is very basic moisturizer. She's put in squalane, niacinamide, ashwagandha, but added fragrance.
Oh, Deepika, why did you do fragrance?
I don't know. Do you know what? It's an expensive product as well. This is not a cheap product.
But forget expense aside, fragrance is not good for your skin.
Yeah, we all do know this. I think that by now, everyone
Yes.
who's into skincare knows to avoid fragrance. So it's really surprising.
Yeah, me.
And it's really heartbreaking because these are people that I love and I would want them to have the best cosmetic formulators putting together the best formulas for their following because they're doing this out of love, right?
Yeah,
They're doing this because they
course.
love their following
Yeah.
and they want to give the best. But if your formula didn't warn you to avoid fragrance, how good are they?
Yeah.
Because this is really very basic. So I'm not happy about the situation.
What do we do? Do we ask you for out of 10 now or should we wait?
Let's wait for the next
Okay, let's
product,
wait.
I think.
Okay.
you do not do is you do not wear sunscreen.
He doesn't wear sunscreen. Come on, Sharon. This is
Can I request,
basic.
when you wake up in the morning and you jump out and whatever, if try and do two things.
Yeah, moisturize and sunscreen. I agree. Just pick those two.
Moisturize
She's
and
right.
protect. At least do sunscreen.
Now I'm gonna ask you.
Yeah.
40.
Oh my god. What it means, patchouli?
Patchouli is again a plant.
Okay.
Is this patchouli good for you? Like good for your skin?
So yeah, I think it's a very good. It's actually a good antioxidant. But what I would say, number one, she's gone for SPF 40 PA 3+. For skin of color, we want to be going for SPF 50 4+.
Okay.
So what that PA 4+ means is UVA protection. SPF rating is for UVB protection, so burning. But UVA rays penetrate deeper into the skin and lead to aging of the skin and lead to cancer. And so that's why you want to opt for PA 4+. PA 3+ aren't enough because often we're not really wearing enough sunscreen. In addition, this is a chemical sunscreen. So I tend to prefer mineral over chemical because chemical enters the bloodstream. And even when you're pregnant, we tell you go for a physical sunscreen rather than a chemical sunscreen for that reason. We don't really know what the long-term harm might be. It might be absolutely fine, but we just don't know. So for me and for my children, I would say wear your physical sunscreen. Plus, let's have a look at the Inky for this. She didn't actually put fragrance in this product, which I'm really happy about,
Phew.
which is really good. The only problem with oil is there are comedogenic ingredients in this particular product, so I wouldn't recommend anyone with oily, acne-prone skin to use this product. And actually, in India, people do tend to sweat more.
They do, yeah. I guess the
heat.
climate is different.
Yeah, so this product really wasn't formulated for Indians in India
interesting.
who are outside. If you're in air-conditioned spaces all the time, then I can understand.
So which I guess they would be?
Not really,
right?
because she's on set a lot.
Yeah,
this
also
product
true.
wasn't really formulated that well for her. Plus, if you're going to wear makeup, your makeup's going to be slipping and sliding around your face as well. So I just don't think the formulator did a particularly great job on this. If you are looking for a mineral sunscreen, SPF 50 with PA 4+, I did actually make one for you. Let me show you what it looks like. All right, so I'm just going to show you what it looks like. Give it a good shake. When it comes to your face, you're looking to use about 1/4 to 1/2 teaspoon. I'm just doing it on the back of my hand so you can see what it looks like. You should be able to rub it in and it should blend into the hand but without any white cast. That's the worst thing about zinc, is that it can lead to a white cast. And this is one of the hardest things I've ever had to formulate. So you can see now there's no white cast. It's been made for skin of color, so darker skin. So if you are struggling to look for a mineral sunscreen that has no white cast, this is the one that I made for you. But do also have another video on other brilliant physical sunscreens with broad spectrum UVA rating if you are struggling.
Guys, he's also doing like his eyelids and stuff. You are supposed to, which is lovely.
I love
I
that.
like that no one had to tell you.
I was even going to do inside of my nose, but then I thought for the
She's so gentle. She's sweet.
Don't forget your neck.
Yes, correct.
Don't forget your forehead.
She's just not put enough though to do the face and neck.
Okay.
And voila, we're done. I hope your wife sees this, and I hope your children see this. And I hope that they feel happy that at least one day of your life you did so much to your
They
skin.
recognize with the beauty that is and expose these products. Yeah, ऐसा ना लगे गौरव के मुझे कोई और आ गया
How are you feeling? How's your skin?
I'm feeling very nice. I actually, when I see you in the mornings on shoots, some days, when I've seen you early morning before you got into the van and started changing, then I'm always a little jealous because you glow.
Yeah, she
Now,
really
no longer
does.
She really does. This is
You are
genetics as
habitually
well. You can't fake
glow.
genetics. You can see like her inner goodness as well.
So that was step 1 of our get ready with me, our skincare routine. We woke up in the morning, we had coffee, we had breakfast, we've done our amazing skincare routine, and now we're going to rush and get ready because there are a lot of people that are coming soon.
And I just want to say, with my love, sweetness, without making it sound dirty, you're going to change clothes, which I'm going to teach you.
Without making it sound dirty. Sorry, that sounds filthy.
Exactly. Just look at her glow.
She's
Her
gorgeous.
skin
She is so beautiful. You got featured everything about her.
Everyone knows that. I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for Shah Rukh Khan and his vision for me.
Wow. That's a lot of love.
Yeah. She did her first movie with him, right? Yeah.
I remember.
So Om Shanti Om.
Om Shanti Om. I was in Australia on my doing my elective, and we were really missing home. So we hadn't been home for a couple of months. It was the first time I'd ever left my house, and it was last year in medical school. One of the best experiences of my life. But it was a group of Indian girls from UCL medical school, but we're all really missing home. So this Om Shanti Om was playing in Sydney, Australia, and we had to go and watch it. It was just like a little bit of home.
Oh, that is lovely. But every time, I have to say, whenever I see Deepika, like her airport looks, or even like her without makeup, she is so gorgeous.
So gorgeous.
Like Shah Rukh said, her skin is so glowy.
So glowy.
And you could just see that.
Yeah, she
like,
doesn't even really need
No,
makeup.
I genuinely don't think she needs makeup. Yeah.
And just loved by everybody. Just,
Yeah. Now the final question,
Of
as
course.
always.
No.
How would you rate Deepika's skincare out of 10?
Feels this is actually really heartbreaking, honestly.
Oh,
'Cause this is her baby. This is her project.
baby.
It's her baby.
It
She's
is her baby.
put all her love and years probably into making this.
But it's okay. Honestly.
Okay, I would probably overall, I'd probably give it a rating of probably about 4 out of 10.
Ooh.
And I also don't like the price. I know she's gone for people have got more money and the packaging's a bit more high end. But then if you're going to put that price point, the ingredients have to be spot on. There's just no room for error. And I understand the celebrity price point and celebrity margin, and they have to, they do bump it up because of their name, and we all feel like we're getting a bit of celebrity stardust when we buy something. But as the consumer and as someone who would purchase it, I'd probably be underwhelmed with the offering at the moment. But because there is room for improvement. I know there's a lot that you can do to improve the products, and life is a journey and it is about improvement. And on the next iteration, I would just correct some of the things that we discussed today.
No fragrance,
better packaging. I'd mass produce it and go cheaper in India. Those are just a few of the things that I would say that I think would just catapult your brand. And I will do a second video for you if you make those alterations. I will make a second video for you, and I will endorse you for free, because I think then it'd be a much better offering.
Absolutely. There you go. Said by Dr. B herself.
Thank you so much for watching, and we are in the comment section for 1 hour at the launch of every YouTube video, so make sure you come and you do follow us both on Instagram, TikTok, and of course on YouTube.
Yes. Thank you.
Take care. Bye.